Hey guys, welcome back to the process. In today's video, we have half of our February of 2021 CGC graded card submission that finally came back. This is the half with the subgrades. We have 19 cards in total. We have close to $2,000 worth of cards after they've been graded in value. Really excited to get into this. Hope you guys enjoy this. Let's go ahead and check them out. All right, guys, here it is. This is the box from CGC. They started using a cardboard insert instead of that styrofoam that they used to use. I guess it saves them a little bit of money. We got 19 cards total. I'm really excited to get into these. Let's go ahead and move them off to the side here just a little bit, and we'll start grabbing from the front. All right, guys, let's get our first card out. Let's take a look and see what we got. I'm so excited for this. Look at that beautiful CGC case. Crystal clear. I really enjoy the CGC cases. I'm a big fan of them. Let's take a look and see what we got here. Looks like we've got an 8.5 pre-release Vivid Voltage Black Star promo. These are super popular. Lugia, the Charizard, Snorlax, and I believe it was the Donphan was the fourth one. These are just in really high demand, just mostly because of the Charizard. The pre-release kits were selling for $80 to $90 just because of the Charizard. In this 8.5 grade, this Lugia actually is still selling for right around $60. And those are sold prices, not what people are asking. People are asking a little bit more, but actual recent sold copies have been selling for right around $60. The next card we have, looks like we actually have another Lugia. These are beautiful cards. Looks like we got another 8.5, the Near Mint to Mint Plus. We got a 9.5 centering grade there, which for this card is amazing. I would actually think that would increase its value a little bit because the centering on these is really difficult to get a high grade on. Got the 8 surface, 9 corners, and the 9 edges. That surface grade really brought down the overall grade. These that dust and stuff you see on there is from that cardboard that they're using now. It wipes right off though. I'm trying to see where that surface grade came from. That 8 that really brought it down. Otherwise, it probably would have been a 9. Beautiful card nonetheless. Another $60 card. Let's grab our next one. Let's see what we got. All right. We got another Vivid Voltage pre-release promo. We had a person send in quite a few of these. We actually had multiple people send these cards in. Very popular cards when they released. They're still very popular. The pre-release kits and then the reverse holos with the stamps on it. Those are some of my favorite cards of all time. This one came back as a mint 9, 3 9 subgrades with the 8.5. Really good looking card. The last copy of this in a CGC 9 sold for like $30. They're not crazy expensive. This is the one card out of the pre-release kits you really don't want. All right, our next card. We got another Donphan. This one came back as an 8.5. It's actually got 3 8.5 subgrades. Wow. Got the 9 on the edges. Around another $25 to $30 card. I'm not sure that I would send in the Donphans to get graded unless it was for my personal collection. But those do look really good inside the slabs. All right, the next card we have. Let's see what we got. Looks like a Snorlax, another Vivid Voltage pre-release promo. Black Star promo. This one came back as a mint 9. We got the 3 9s and then the 1 9.5 subgrade. That's only the second 9.5 subgrade we've seen so far. That's crazy. Looks like CGC is pretty tough on their grades. All right, it looks like this next card is actually a card from my childhood. This one I've had in a shoebox for like 15 years. I honestly just got it graded just for the fun of it. I fully expect this to be a 3 or a 4. This is my first edition Dark Feraligatr. Honestly, it looks really good inside of this CGC case, and wow, it came back as 6.5. That is absolutely crazy. I expected this to be like a 2 or a 3. It is really in rough shape, but inside this slab, it really does look nice. The edges are pretty scuffed up. The hollow pattern right there, pretty scratched up. It's not terrible, but you can definitely tell this has been played with. This is one of my very first cards that I really hung on to as a kid. I just really enjoyed the dark Pokemon, and this is one of the ones that I decided to get graded, mainly because it would look really good inside of this slab. The last copy of that Dark Feraligatr in a similar grade sold for $150. The raw price of the Dark Fur Alligator is pretty close to that as well, so just because of the low grade, it's basically selling for the raw price, but that's okay. I'm going to keep that one in my personal collection probably for the rest of my life, just for the memories of it. I don't know if I said or not, but this Vivid Voltage Snorlax, last sold copies of this sold for $49.99, right around a $50 card. That's not too bad for a pre-release promo that costs $19.99 to get, and you got the booster packs inside of it. All right, our next card, let's see what we got. Special delivery Pikachu with the beautiful swirl on it. Check that out, guys. The swirl rage really became apparent with this special delivery Pikachu. Let's see what it got. An 8.5. That's unfortunate. This is a beautiful looking card. They got the 9.5 centering, 8.5 surface, 8.5 corners. If one of those would have been a 9, this would have been a mint 9 card. But since we have the two 8.5s there, looks like it dropped it down to the near mint to mint plus 8.5. But this is still a beautiful, beautiful card. The last sold copy of this in a CGC 8.5 actually sold for $180, if you can believe that. Absolutely crazy. Trying to see where these subgrades come from. There's the kind of the corner wear there. Maybe some scratches on the hollow pattern that I'm not able to see. That's a good looking card. That looks like a 9 to me. That's a good looking card. $180 card. The special delivery Pikachu selling for about $200 raw. Basically, sometimes whenever you grade your cards, you don't get the grade you want. Some people crack them open and just sell them raw with the promise that it might be a PSA 10, PSA 9, PSA 10. You know how it goes, guys. All right, next card. What do we got? I'm excited for this one. We're getting into some really, really good cards here. We got the Rainbow Rare Pikachu and Zekrom from Team Up. This is one of the chase cards from probably the best and most popular set from the Sun and Moon era. Sun and Moon Team Up booster boxes are crazy expensive right now, and this is one of the best cards you can pull. We got the 8.5 centering, we got the 9 surface, 9.5 corners, 9.5 edges. That centering really held this card back. Man, that is a good looking card. The last copy of this in a CGC 9 sold for right around $115, and then it had some shipping on it too. Around $120 would be a really good value to put on this Pikachu and Zekrom GX. All of the values that I come up with are actual sold listings, not what they're just listed for like on eBay or other selling sites. I put on there what has actually sold recently within the last month or two. Anything older than that, I really think that it's just, too old of a sale to really be a fair market value. This is so much fun, guys. I'm so glad that I waited to see these. Pikachu character card from Cosmic Eclipse. We got the near mint to mint 8. This is a beautiful card. Very, very popular card. Looks like we got two 8s. Got the surface 8, corners 8, edges 9, and the centering 9. Let's take a look at these corners. Wipe off some of this dust from that cardboard. Man, that helps. Let's see why these corners got that 8 subgrade. A little bit of a nick there, a little bit of a nick there. Could just be a combination of it being multiple flaws on multiple corners. Man, that's a good looking card. This card last sold for $55 in a CGC 8. It's a really good looking card. I would be super excited to have that in my personal collection. All right, guys, next card. Well, I'm just going to show it. Lily's Full Force from Cosmic Eclipse. Cosmic Eclipse is probably my personal favorite set from the Sun and Moon era. It's just such a good all-around set. It's got those secret rare character cards. Has all sorts of really good Pokemon in it. It's even got a Charizard. I'm not the biggest Charizard fan, but we know that that's what everybody likes. Got a 9.5 on the edges. Here we are again. If we would have got 0.5 higher on the corners or the centering, this would have been a mint 9 card. This is a really good copy. I would probably consider regrading this into PSA, and I would really think that it would come back a PSA 9, and I would not even bat an eye. I wouldn't lose a wink of sleep over that, thinking that would come back a 9, at least. That is a good looking card. Very clean. You see the small minor flaws right there on the corner. Other than that, Lily's Full Force. Beautiful card. The last sold copy of a Lily's Full Force sold for $160. That was actually in the month of July. Beautiful card. We still got quite a few cards to go. Let's get the next one out, guys. All right, our next card is a Sightseer card. This card has gone from about a $30 card whenever we sent these in February to over $300 in some cases, depending on the grade. As you can see, this is a really good looking card. Sightseer, Tag Team GX, Tag All-Stars card. All the Tag All-Stars cards are doing so well. We got a mint 9. We got the 9.5 corners, 9.5 centering, 9 edges. Man, if we would have that 9 edges in the 8.5 surface, just I don't know, guys. I just don't see it. If you guys see it, let me know in the comments. What is bringing that grade down? Maybe I just don't see it. This is such a clean card. That is such a clean card, guys. I don't see how that would got an 8.5 on the surface. Maybe there's a scuff that I don't see. That was a piece of dust. I just don't see it, guys. Mint 9, still a beautiful card. The last sold copy of this in a CGC 9. $335, guys. $335. Can you... We sent this in as a raw card for $30. That's how much they were selling for whenever we sent these in February. And they have gone up to $335 in a CGC 9. And that's sold, guys. That's not just an asking price. That's not just the highest price I could find. That is literally the last CGC 9 sold listing. How crazy is that? I can't even wrap my head around that. The profit margin on these Sightseer cards from when we sent them in to now, absolutely crazy. It's almost a good thing that CGC took forever to grade our cards. Man, that is a good looking card. All right, we actually have a second Sightseer. This one's also a 9. $335 value right there, guys. That's wild. I can't even explain how cool that is. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words, guys. Mint 9. The highest grade we've got so far has been a Mint 9. We have not gotten anything higher than a Mint 9. Let's see if we can get something a little bit better. All right, guys. Next card. Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, Tag All-Stars, Gold exclusive card. This is one of my dream cards. I do not own this card yet. Maybe I can get the person this belongs to sell it to me. Wink, wink. We'll find out. Let's see what the grade is, guys. Boom. Mint 9. 9.5 centering, 9 surface, 9.5 corners, 9 edges. 0.5 away from a 9.5, guys. 0.5 away. Man, I was really hoping this would be a 9.5, even a 10. Whenever I sent this in, I was like, man, that is a good looking card. But obviously, there was something wrong with it. Brought the grade down to just a Mint 9. It's terrible, right? Oh, that is a good looking card. Let's go ahead and replace this special delivery Pikachu with this Tag All-Stars gold card, guys. Whenever we sent in that Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno gold card, the raw value on those was between $35 and $40. And a Mint 9, the way it's sitting now, they're selling for right around $100. So there's a pretty good profit margin on that one. All right, guys. We have another Vivid Voltage pre-release Lugia. This one actually came back as a Mint 9. This one's also 0.5 away from a 9.5, guys. Got the 9.5 on edges, 9 on the corners, 9.5 on surface, and the 9 on the centering. Man, that should have been 0.5 away, guys. That's the third time that's happened tonight. Let me get all this cardboard dust off. Yeah, you can see the corner wear, definitely. I'm actually kind of surprised that got a 9 on the corners. I've seen that kind of damage on some of these other cards get 8.5s. That's a good looking card. I think that might be a lucky 9 right there. A lucky 9. Even though it's 0.5 away from a 9.5. I think that one's a lucky card right there. All right, guys. Next card, we got another Japanese card. This card we actually pulled live on, wow, and Mint 9. This we pulled from one of our very, very first booster box openings. This was pulled by a member called Brock. This, I was so excited when he decided to grade this. This was the Rainbow Rare, Secret Rare out of our Sky Legends box. And this one's also 0.5 away from a 9.5, guys. That is crazy. The last sold copy of this in a CGC 9 actually sold for like $35. That seems so crazy low to me for such a beautiful card. I know this was in Hidden Fates as the only Rainbow Rare, and it's a pretty common card in English. But this is a really hard card to pull in Japanese. And I think it's worth a little bit more than the last sold price of $35. Honestly, if I would have saw this card for $35, I would have bought it myself. That's a good looking card. As you guys know, Articuno is my favorite Pokemon of all time. So seeing all these Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno cards is just awesome. All right, guys, our next card. This card was also pulled live. The person who pulled this just really, really wanted to get this graded, and we got our first 9.5 Gem Mint card, guys. How many cards did we go through? Went through, looks like 15 cards to get our first 9.5. We haven't gotten any 10s yet. We are 0.5 away from a true 9.5 there. We haven't had any 10 subgrades yet, guys. This is, you know, pack fresh, straight to a sleeve, straight to a semi-rigid, and we're still not even hitting a 10 on any of the subcategories. This is a really cool card. Got the remix bout. This is the Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur set. I think the last sold copy of this, well, let me check my chart here. I didn't expect this to come back at 9.5. The last 9 sold for $60. There's no previous listings for a 9.5, so I can't really give you a good price on this. I would say the $60 mark is probably a fair market value on this card. But it's just the memory of this card. I remember pulling this card. This was one of our first box breaks, just like that Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno GX back there. And I really, really appreciate you guys grading these cards with me, and I hope you enjoy them. All right, guys, this is one of my funny cards. I sent in a Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno card that purposely got sent in with a dent just to see what they would give the subgrade. I got subgrades on it just to see what they would give it, and it looks like a dent in a CGC card lowers the surface to a minimum of a 5. It's a very small dent. If I remember correctly, it's right over here on the edge. Let me get a really good close look at this. It's been so long. We sent these in, and the turnaround time was set. It said 30 days. And let's see, it's been about 125, almost 130 days since we actually got these back. I remember I sent this in because it had a dent. I just don't remember where that dent is at. As you can see, it's just so hard to find, but there's just a really tiny dent. I can't even find it again. Beautiful card. This is my favorite promo card of all time. There it is, right there. Yeah, it was right. It's right over there on the edge. As you guys can see, that little bitty dent right there. And they picked up on it, and they graded it accordingly. That's basically the only thing that is wrong with this card. And that was just a little science experiment. I just really wanted to see what they would grade it. And now I have a CGC 6 SM210 promo from the Hidden Fates Elite Trainer box. I'm going to have to put that in my personal collection because otherwise it would probably sell for like $5. All right, guys. Next card. Looky here. Another Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno GX. This is from the same Sky Legends box as this Rainbow Rare in the background. The person who pulled this just wanted to get it graded. I think they were just trying to help me out to get started because this is the very first graded submission I did as a group. And I really, really appreciate everybody who submitted their cards. That's a good looking card, guys. The last CGC 9 of this card sold for like $34.99 with free shipping. It's not super, super valuable, but it is 0.5 away from a 9.5. That's happened quite a bit tonight. Still haven't gotten anything above a 9.5, guys. How crazy is that? All right, last card. I got a good story about this one. As you guys know, whenever I bought these Pikachu Playing in the Sea cards, the person I bought these from actually sent me one for free. They said that it was damaged, and they sent it to me for free just as, you know, something nice to do as a courtesy. So whenever I got my Pikachu Playing in the Sea, it was inside of a little baggie. I turned the little baggie over, and it had another card in it. I got 2 of these. one was free. And this is actually the card that they sent me for free. They put a little sticky note on it and they said, you know, this is the free card and this is why we're sending it to you. But as you guys can see, this is the Sun and Moon promo, the Shining Summer pack purchase. They said that the corners were damaged on this, guys. The corners got a 9.5. They said it was this bottom corner right here. I remember this. They said the bottom corner on this was bent, and that is why they gave it to me for free. They said they didn't want to sell it in damaged condition, and they would rather just give it away. And it came back a mint 9, guys. A mint 9 with a 9.5 on the corners. That was so generous of them to do, and it was just so awesome. I'm going to keep this card forever. I know I probably should have sent in the other one, the one that was not damaged. But I wanted this one for the memory, and I really thought that the corner grade was going to be really low because it does have a little bitty, it looks like a little dent, but I guess they just don't care. I'm not going to complain. All right, so this is one half of our February CGC submission. The other half was the half without subgrades. There was quite a few more cards in that portion of the submission. We just got to wait for those to come in. They're in the grading process right now. These just got done first and they shipped them out as soon as they were available to be shipped, which was fantastic for them to do. Crazy value on these cards, guys. Probably close to $2,000 or so in value on the cards, and with 19 cards, close to $2,000 in value, average value of around $100. It's crazy, guys. This was a lot of fun to do. I really appreciate everybody who sent cards in through me. If you have any questions or comments, anything like that, regarding the grading process and how you would send your cards in through me, I do send in through PSA and CGC. PSA is shut down right now, but I am holding quite a few cards for a lot of people, so I'm able to send those in whenever they do come in. I don't charge any, extra fees, anything like that to send in cards. I do this for fun, and it just helps me get to the minimum amounts. You do have to send in 50 cards through CGC, and then you have to send in 10 cards through PSA for their bulk services. So you guys sending in cards through me just helps me out. And in return, I take care of that nasty shipping charge, and I get the minimum amount needed. That way, if you only want to send in one card, all you have to do is just send one card in and not have to worry about that minimum amount. I'm kind of rambling on, guys. This was so much fun. I'm really looking forward to getting the rest of this February order back. For now, though, I really appreciate you all checking out my video, and I hope to see you in the next one.